Hey guys, Gimmiggle Gamer here, coming back at you with another battle video for the Trick Magic Tournament. So, I wasn't able to record the last couple of battles. My laptop wasn't having it, and then yesterday was a little bit of a rough day. I had a family member in the ER, so it's kind of attending to that. But I am back at it here for the last day of the tournament. Just want to record one more video of me at least playing a couple more matches here, since this has been really fun to do. So. Taking a look at this team here, we see a lot of those common threats again. It's going to be a very, very fast team. They're running the Spectrier, Fluttermane, and Dragapult, so kind of along the lines of what we were doing here. They also have the Hisuian Zoroark, so we're going to have to be very, very careful of that, and they have the Sableye as well. So I think I'm going to want the Zoroark as a lead again. That's been doing really, really good against other potential Zoroark leads. It struggles a lot against the Dragapult is what I found. It's not a fun matchup because if it is actually Dragapult, we're going to be slower than it, and Dragapult just has some really good options too with the Sucker Punch and some offensive pressure moves. So that can make things a little bit challenging. I might actually lead with the Mimikyu and just kind of bait that out and see first. Definitely still think I want the Zoroark against this team here. Who else do I want? You know, I think Dragapult could be really good. But we could be a little bit sneaky with the Sableye. I'm going to give Sableye another chance here. I just think if we're going to bring one Pokemon in the back, Sableye is going to be a really good option to use for that. So I think that if they see the Zoroark disguised as a Sableye too, they're not going to expect it to be the Hisuian Zoroark. Which has been a little bit threatening this whole tournament. It's what I've run into a lot is people bringing the Hisuian Zoroark as like a support Pokemon as their second Pokemon, and that's been really, really challenging to play around. So we see the Frostlass. That could be the Zoroark again as a lead here. I think what I want to do, especially if it is Zoroark, Shadow Sneak isn't going to do anything anyway. Let's just go ahead and throw down a Curse and go from here. So they're going to find out right away that we are actually Mimikyu, and they're going to break that disguise. So we're going to drop that Curse on them. That's going to be really good for us, and we can just start chipping away at their health a little bit here. Because they have the Ice Beam too, I think it's fairly safe to say that this actually is Frostlass, so Shadow Sneak's going to do some good damage to it as well. We might see a switch here. Frostlass is pretty weak on the physical side, I think, so there's a couple ways we could handle this. I think I am just going to go with Protect. I was thinking about throwing out the Shadow Sneak, but it's a little risky from that range still. So, and they are going to stay in. Just try to get some damage on us. And so that's going to be really good for us. Curse is going to bring them down to half. Okay, they're going to throw down the Spice. It's going to be a little bit unfortunate for us. That's going to break that Sash for the Sableye, which is going to make him a lot less useful for our team. So, if we can't find a survival hit for him, we're not going to be able to get out that Metal Burst damage. It's going to be a little bit unfortunate. But we might be able to do something sneaky with it here. I'm just going to throw down that Shadow Sneak now, try to go for that KO. They are going to go for the switch here. They might have that Zoroark just to get that free switch. Alright, we see the Sableye come in here. That is going to land, so that is going to be their Sableye. Now we are above half, which is really good. They might have Taunt to shut us down here, so that could be a little bit problematic for us. I think what I want to do, that did not do a lot of damage. I'm going to go for Protect here, just see what they do. Alright, yeah, so we did see the Taunt, so it's kind of what I expected there. We're going to get up a little bit more leftovers health. I wonder if they're not going to go for the Taunt now that we went for the Protect. I think Taunt's still their best option. I like that we got that Frostlass down to a pretty low range. It's going to be really good for us. I'm thinking here, sorry. I think what I want to do, I'm gonna go for that Taunt. Let's switch into the Zoroark. I think that's still fairly safe. Get that free switch. Hopefully they're going to go for a status move here. We don't usually see very offensive Sableye. Take a little bit of that spike damage. Setting up a reflect there. Okay, I wondered if they weren't going to. I was debating if I wanted to go sword stance there, but I feel like that was a little bit risky to do. I didn't want to waste that turn either. I'm fine with this free switch. That's going to be really good for us here. I think what I want to do now is go for the knockoff here. Just go for that big damage. Okay, they're going to go for a switch. This is going to hurt any other Pokemon that they have on their team, so that's going to be very, very good for us. See that Froslass coming back in. That is totally fine. Now, I think Sableye actually gets access to knockoff too, if I'm not mistaken. So they might not even realize that we're the Zoroark yet. I think I'm just going to go for the Shadow Seek here. I think that's fairly safe. They might be catching on pretty soon. Hopefully we don't get that Curse Body disable too. That'd be a little bit unfortunate for us. Yeah, that layer of spikes is going to make things tough too. I haven't ran into that yet. I do know that Froslass runs that sometimes, but was not really thinking about that being a lead option for some people. I don't like entry hazards on 3v3 matches. Sometimes there's a Pokemon that can play really, really well with it. Like I think Hippowdon, also having access to the Yawn and the Whirlwind can be really, really frustrating to deal with. And there's a few examples of Pokemon like that that can be pretty useful. But all in all, I think it's just kind of a wasted move slot. I don't think it's going to be that effective. It can be really, really good if you're worried about like Focus Sash sets, or you're trying to break the multi-scale on the Dragonite. But most times if I'm running Dragonite anyway, I'm running it with heavy-duty boots. So we see that Flutter Mane come in there. It's going to get its booster energy activated. It's going to make things a little bit challenging for us. What I'm wondering is if my Sableye, if I Terrasilize, if my Sableye can live a hit. We have the Terra Poison. You know, I think that's going to be the move. I think that's going to be the move to take him down here. I think in the meantime, I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak and hope for the best. Maybe we'll find some good damage on him. There we go. So we're going to get that Shadow Sneak off too. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It might be more physical, like a bulkier variant. Be able to take that Shadow Sneak that well here. We actually live the Moonblast, so it's definitely going to be a more defensive Flutter Mane set here. Alright, we see the Terra type. I'm assuming it's going to be Terra Normal. But we didn't really have many options. Because it's going to outspeed us anyway with that booster energy. Going for that Terra Fairy, yeah. And so we're going to be able to at least hit it here. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. That's totally fine. Good. So you see that Moonblast come in here. Now the question is, Mimikyu, is Mimikyu enough with the Confuse Ray on their last Pokemon? They have the Sableye. They have the Sableye as their last Pokemon. So I think we can still win this here. It's gonna be a little bit close. So the idea now is we're gonna go Terra Poison, go for Metal Burst, and try to find the KO on the Flutter Mane here, and then drop a Confuse on it. So yeah, I think that's what we're going for here. I thought about using Protect. I don't really want to waste that. Hoping to catch him right here. Glad to see that Terra Poison's finally coming into play here. So, yeah, so we see that Moonblast. I think we should live this just fine. Perfect. Is it going to be enough to KO him? That's the real question. Not quite. Not quite. A little unfortunate there. I am going to just go for a Confuse right here. Hope for the best. Please give me that Confuse. I do like that they nerfed Confuse though, so now it's only like a 1/3 chance to hit yourself in Confusion. I think that being 50%, it was very, very cracked. Oh, we live it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to go for Taunt here, expecting a switch. I don't know how they're going to play. Alright. Maybe we'll get the Confuse hit still. They do know we have Taunt now too, which is fine. I have a little bit of speed creep on this in case their Sableye is also fully defensive. Awesome. They're going to hit themselves in Confusion. It's not quite going to take them out, unfortunately. So I wonder if that Reflect actually played a role in that too. I think Reflect can minimize the amount of confusion damage you take. So could have gone for another Metal Burst there. I didn't know if we'd be able to live it or not. You know, I think I'm just going to go for Protect here. That way, if they heal from Confusion, we have one more chance to drop the Confusion on them and try to find that KO. Yep, there we go. So just trying to find the easy win here. Going for another Confuse Ray. Let's see if luck's on my side. And they still land that Shadow Ball. Unfortunate. This is going to be tough. This is definitely going to be really tough here. I don't think we can win this, but I have some ideas. So we'll at least be able to go for a Shadow Sneak here and take the Flutter Mane out. They might switch. Taking that Spikes damage too. Let's just go for a Shadow Sneak here. I was thinking about going for a Sword Stance just in the off chance that they switch, but I think that it's just going to be the safer play to go for the Shadow Sneak here. They do switch. Shoot. That's fine. That's fine. You know what, I'm just going to go for Protect here, just to see what they run. They might be going for the Reflect, though. If they go for the Reflect, I think I actually just want to go ahead and get the... Going with the Curse. Let's go for the Curse here. Going for a Thunder Wave, so they don't go for that Taunt. That's really, really good for us. Hopefully we won't be paralyzed this turn. Very, very happy about that Curse, though. Those Leftovers is definitely coming into play. Half expecting the switch here. You know what? I think I am just going to Protect. I think that's just the safest bet. We could have Sword Stanced. I probably should have Sword Stanced right there. Shoot. I don't like that you can't like take back your move after you locked it in. Alright, they don't switch anyway, so that's good. We do get the Paralyzation. They're gonna step a Reflect here. It's fine. Taking that Curse damage. See, I really expected them to switch. Go for a Sword Stance. Okay, going for a Taunt there. Totally fine. Totally fine. We're going to be able to Shadow Sneak the Flutter Mane as long as we don't get paralyzed here. A little bit of a Nail Biter right here. Alright. This music is probably super, super loud. I don't like how the music in Scarlet and Violet is just not mixed very well. In past games, it's been much, much better. And in this game, like, especially the raid music, like, holy cow, that is a ear blast and a half. So, all comes down to this. And we land the Shadow Sneak. Perfect, 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 perfect. That was a long one. We're going to do one more, and I think we're going to wrap it up for this video. So, and I think just because of the circumstances, I think we're just going to make this the last video of the series. It was a lot of fun making this team, and it was really fun to just compete in this a little bit, see what people were running. I definitely think the strongest strategy that I've seen is Rain Dance support with the Basket Legion. It's just been so dominant with what I've gone up against. I was going to run some more priority, and I kind of bailed out with that last minute because I was really expecting people to run a lot of priority 2, and I wanted some more options against that, and it just seems like that's been the most dominant thing that I've seen so far in this tournament. So, but definitely a lot of fun there. I think we came up with a pretty good team all in all. The Cobra Berry on the Zoroark was just, that has come in so clutch in so many battles I've had so far. The Sableye was a ton of fun to use with Metal Burst, so alrighty. And I'm expecting the Annihilate to be a lead again. I've seen that with a ton of teams. This is a pretty standard team here. Hisui and Zoroark could be Rain Dance support. I've seen that quite a bit, so I don't want to not bring something for that. That's going to be the situation we run into. Dragapult does fairly well against the Basculegion because it can switch in against the water moves, and then it has that priority option. I do think that the Choice Scarf was not the move on it. I really wanted to have that outspeed against other Dragapult, and it may come into play, but I really haven't had an interaction where that's helped me yet. I think Sableye has actually been more reliable to take care of some of those faster sweeper Pokemon. I think we do want to... That Nihilape is going to lead, though. How do we want to handle this? We're going to lead with Sableye. This time I'm going to go for a taunt right away if it's the Annihilate. I think it's just, the rocks has been so common on the Annihilate that I think it's pretty predictable at this point. I think we can always protect turn 1 too, but if we're worried about being the Hisui and Zoroark, I think we want to... Mimikyu will be decent against the Basculegion because we saw how we were able to kind of like hide behind the curse and stall with that. I think just for speed support, Dragapult's going to be our best option here. So we're going to go with that this time. Not sure if that was the best choice, but just kind of have wait and see what they're going to run here. Alright, we see the Dragapult lead. I'm expecting that to be Hisui and Zoroark here. I am going to protect just to see what they run and kind of play around from it from there. We see the immediate Terra, so that Protect's going to really help us out here. It's one of the main reasons why I'm running Protect, is kind of just waiting and seeing what people are running. Terra Dark, still don't know if it's Dragapult or if it's going to be the Hisui and Zoroark. Phantom Force. Alright. You know what? That's totally fine. We can just Metal Burst him here. Yeah, we'll just Metal Burst him. And that's how we deal with that. That'll be nice easy KO there. Getting rid of their Terrestrialized Pokemon. Sableye's putting in the work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Seeing that Basculegion come in next. Might be the Zoroark, so we have to be careful of that. Mold Breaker. So it's definitely the Basculegion. It's not even adaptability, which surprises me. What would Mold Breaker help for in this tournament? I don't know. I'm gonna just protect here, just kind of see what they go for. Might just be the Aqua Jet. If it is the Aqua Jet, I think I'm just going to hard switch into Dragapult. Going for that flip turn. Okay. If that's the case, I think then what we want to do is just go for the Confuse Ray and hope we catch him on a confusion hit. Good. So we actually get that hit there. I am now just going to... Do I just want to go Protect? I'm going to go for a Taunt in case they hard switch out into their last Pokemon. Okay, they snapped out of Confusion. That's totally fine. Dumb flip turning allows us to basically see what their last Pokemon's going to be and play around from it from there. So that's going to be really good for us. I'd laugh if it's Basculegion again because it's a Zoroark. Alright, it's a Ceruledge. So we know Ceruledge likes its priority. We can definitely play around with that. I think Curse Mimikyu, since I don't think they're gonna have rain support with the Ceruledge. I think Curse Mimikyu is gonna be really strong here. It might have the Aqua Jet with like a Choice Scarf since it's a flip turn one. But we're gonna go with Dragapult first here. And because they already Terra'd, it's actually, we're more safe to use Phantom Force as well. They could Terras, no, they can't Terrasilize. They could still go Shadow Sneak and find that priority on us, which would hurt a little bit. And we are going to be locked into whatever we do. I'm thinking. You know what? I think I still want to Terra Dragon, and then we're just going to go Phantom Force here. That way we can take that Shadow Sneak a little bit better if that's what they end up going for. Hopefully they don't drop a burn on us. That'd be a little bit unfortunate. But we'll get this Phantom Force off either way if that's what they go for. Going for that Endure. So really, really good for us. They can't go for that twice in a row, I don't believe. Or maybe it's a 50% chance. I always forget with Endure. But I almost think they can't use Endure twice in a row. Hard odds. I wonder if they have like a Lychee Berry or something like that, or their weak armor, and trying to do some shenanigans with that, like Lychee Berry, weak armor, get the boost there and kind of play around that. So we're gonna land that Phantom Force, find the KO, very, very good for us. We're in a very good position here. Even if they have the, we should have the outspeed too because we're Choice Scarfed. So even if they have the priority move here, we're gonna be taking that very, very well. And there's not much they can do against us. So we're in a very, very good position for this battle too. I think we're gonna win this here. Awesome. So nice easy battle there. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up then for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe we'll do one more. Maybe we'll do one more battle video before this tournament's over. And that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Get Me Cool Gamer out.